Hello everyone, greetings from chess.com. I am joined by Grandmaster Raunak Sadhwani today. Hello Raunak, welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good too, thank you. First of all, thank you for accepting our invitation to be on this stream. It was really hard to catch you because you've been playing tournaments after tournaments, I think from the month of June. And
Yes, now I'm resting a bit.
yeah, it has been quite a while, and I saw that if you look at the performances, you first won. I mean, you got second in Silver Lake, then you got second in the Portuguese League for your team, and then you won the 40th Vita
Yes.
Le Mans Open, and then we also had a quick call after your third place finish in the Title Tuesday. Then you played in BL Open, and then eventually you won the 19th Spilimberg Burgo Open recently. So,
Yes.
in this stream, I thought of asking you about the process involved in playing an abroad tournament, your preparation during the event, preparation after the event, and also the stories connected with your games. So, before I dive into the chess part of it, I would like to know your thoughts about your performance because you've been playing for so long and you've been very consistent with your performances also. What do you have to share about that?
Okay, I'm very happy first of all with my performance. Only one bad tournament so far, and rest I played good chess and pretty consistently. So I hope I can keep this more for a tournament and then finally go back to India.
Ah, okay. And were you having some goals prior to your trip?
No, not really. I've just wanted to play tournaments because I didn't play much in the last year. Actually, I just played one tournament, so I just wanted to play.
Okay. And when you're playing a series of events, I think kudos to your mother because she probably managed your scheduling. And that's a hassle for players, especially when you're playing abroad. You need to take care of your flight, hotel, place you have to go, and also visa and things like that. So huge shout out to your mother who took care of your stuff. It actually reduces the burden on the player. All right.
Yeah.
Of your entire trip, if you had to pick up some moments and if you want to share some stories connected to them, you can share. So, do you have any experiences that you would like to share from your trip?
Mm, yeah, not really big experiences. I just went to places and just played. Yeah, I didn't even
Okay,
have much time. So,
okay, and so everything was like taken care of. It did like I have heard stories about players missing flight, players losing wallet. Sometimes you just reach the venue in the nick of time. This has happened to me. So that kind of experience. Did you have any of that sort, or everything went smooth off behind the scenes? So it's all good.
yeah, everything was very smooth. I used to reach the games 10 minutes before every game, so everything was very smooth.
And do you have any ritual that you do before the start of the game? Because some people close eyes and meditate. Do you have anything of that sort?
No, I just like to walk in the playing venue before the game
Ah,
and just
okay.
play. Yeah, even while playing the game, I just like to walk.
Ah, yes, that I've seen a lot. I think in Aeroflot also, like I saw a lot of people walking in the Aeroflot, and so the hall was like filled with people who were walking. That was the event where I observed a lot of people walking. All right. So before diving into your game, I thought I'll just try to trick you a little bit and give you a position, and just see how much time you are taking. So just before we go to your game, I want to set a position. Is that okay with you? Like
Sure,
a
sure.
like a warm up, just to see how you spot the moves. This is white to play, and it's checkmate in two. This was composed by Dawson. So I want to know how you're going to solve this position. Just talk your thoughts loud so we know what's happening in your mind while you're calculating.
Yeah, okay. First of all, it's made in two, yeah?
Yeah, made into.
Okay. So checks first,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think work. So I need to find a move which restricts my opponent's play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so rook can move to, let's say, a3, e3, rook e3 mate, and otherwise rook f5.
Yeah, that's all. That's correct. So that was made into. So I usually love solving made into, and sometimes I start my chess practice with simple mate into positions like this. So the other one that I recently solved and I liked was this position. This was white to play and mate into. This was composed by Gross. Again, mate into.
Okay, so d4. If he takes with the bishop, bishop e4 mate, take with the king, queen d6 mate, and otherwise queen d7 is a mate, and if bishop c7, queen c5.
Yeah, that's correct. So, have you like solved many of such positions because you're doing it in less than 10 seconds, or is it coming
No,
by
I don't
practice?
solve mate in position.
But you're still getting it right, even though you're not really used to solving such mate into positions. I mean, in this case, you know that you are winning, so there's no really a need to, break your brain with that. But still, I love such
Yeah.
positions where the rule is that you need to finish it in two moves. All right, now it's time to go to your games. I want to begin with your latest victory in Italy, and now that you are in Italy, I think it's also perfect. I want to ask you about the first game, and I'm pasting the game here. So this was your game against Capeletto Joshua, where you were playing as black, and the game is also with you. So after e4, if I have
Yeah.
knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, you chose the move d6. Can you explain what was the idea behind d6? Because I have seen players play either this move or this move, but d6 was something that where I raised my eyebrows. So please elaborate on what made you choose this.
Okay, it's definitely not a great opening. It's just you just want to get a game and you just want to play. You don't want to enter forced lines where there could be possible like forced draws. So you just get a game.
So, is it fair to say that sometimes you can take risk like this just to get a normal game, or do you see this as a risk at all?
Yeah, usually in most of my games I do this just to avoid getting into forced draws.
Okay, and how has that served you? Do you think that has served you well to gain more points in the tournaments?
Yeah, surely. Like playing main openings, and if your opponent knows everything and somehow makes a draw, you will lose ratings. So you just need to fight, yeah, and then see what your opponent does.
Okay, and were you expecting your opponent to go for bishop c4?
This game I did not even prepare because the pairing came like 15 minutes before the game.
So this was on the board. That means this was something that was cooked at home way before the event, right? You had decided to use this whenever.
Yeah, no, I played this in previous tournaments as well, so I knew ideas.
Ah, okay. So do you have any critical moments to show from this game that you want to share? Like wherever the game changed?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the mouse is all yours. You
yeah, I
can.
think yeah, opening part was just normal. I mean, this is a mistake. Knight c6. You
Because
could
it
just
allows.
play some move. Yeah, it gives me center and now I'm threatening to take. Yeah.
Uh huh.
He could place whatever, yeah, bishop f1.
You could play bishop f4. So how did you like? What was the move that you were intending to play after bishop f4?
Maybe bishop f8, I think, or knight e5.
With
Don't
knight e5,
remember.
bishop
I think
b3.
knight e5. Yeah, and you just play this position with maybe bishop f8, g6. Okay, you are worse, I know, but you can't help it.
Okay.
Your opponent will make mistakes.
Yeah, I have. When I have also played against grandmasters where they go into slightly inferior line, but eventually, in order to try and figure, like players tend to spend a lot of time in order to figure out the specifics, because when you play a new line, then the player who is new or the player who is less experienced tends to take a lot of time, and that way you can build over your advantage. So in this game, after knight c6, bc6, f4, you played knight takes e4. So after knight takes e4, bishop f7, king f7, you got double bishop advantage. And then after that, in my opinion, you did not give any chance to your opponent. So was that right, or do you think there was a moment where your opponent could have created some chances?
Yeah, actually, he could have created some chances. I made some mistakes,
Okay.
like probably this move, but okay, it's not a big mistake. So.
Yeah, but you were always in control. You were never worse at any point.
No, I was worse actually at one point, but
Okay, can you show that moment where you felt?
yeah, yeah, here Queen H4 was a big mistake actually. I should have played something else, like maybe whatever, like Bishop B7.
So you said bishop
I
b7.
like wanted to get him in this trick, yeah, like if he takes Bishop C7, I have Bishop B7 after Queen H4.
I did not get it. So can you please show the move?
Yeah, like Queen H4, the trick was if he takes C7, I go Bishop B7. Now if the rook moves, Queen H3.
Okay. So rook f2, there's queen s3, king g1. There is. Oh, you've just got a
Queen
pawn
H6.
that way.
Yeah, and two bishops. Now it's this king is very weak. Queen can also come.
Okay. So here you played. Your opponent did not go for it. He played king h2, and
Yeah, he saw the trick.
then you played bishop b7, rook f2, and then you got bishop d6, takes, and now rook is coming to e3. I think. Did you get that in
Yeah,
the
but
game?
here F6 could have been a problem.
Okay. This I did not really check. F6 I did not really check. F6, gf6. The king's position is compromised. I think queen d2, rook
Something
af1.
like this.
But this is
Yeah, or Queen
important.
F1. I thought.
Let's.
Yeah, but you are now threatening knight F1 and this.
Oh, if I make a move like rook a d8, the bar is like blowing up, so I have probably made a mistake. Queen c4.
Yeah, I check and this is game over. So.
So then,
No, here also I saw some lines which I don't remember, and according to me they were working, but later I checked with the computer and it said like white had some advantage.
so that was a scary moment then for you in the first round.
Yeah.
So here, what happened exactly? Did your opponent lose on time or did he resign?
No, he resigned. Yeah, that okay. Maybe it's a premature resignation, but okay, the game is completely dead. So
Okay. So I have also some questions that I got from Instagram before we go to the next one. So I'm going to read out those questions. The first question is, let me just check. Hold on.
sure.
So this question has come from Saravanan. He's an international master, and we do this Wishy Adventures series with him. Here's his question. What do you believe is your path to becoming a stronger chess player? Chess wise, life wise, physically. So, what do you believe is the is your path, to becoming a stronger player. So he's probably trying to ask you what exactly are some things that you're trying to do to become stronger in all areas, chess wise, life wise, and physically as well. So maybe you can throw some light about your lifestyle, chess practice, and so on.
Yeah, chess wise, I think I should just play tournaments and analyze those games which I played and work on the weaknesses and then play the next tournament. I think this is the process. For now, I haven't got time for that in this trip, but after I go back home, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes you stronger.
Okay, and what about your physical exercises? Do you do exercise prior to the event or after the game?
Before coming to this trip, I worked physically for around 1 year, 1 whole year in the gym every day. So I'm pretty fit for now physically and I have more energy to play. So I think that's good.
So were you like
And here
once?
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
I wanted to know whether this was like part of your training to go for gym, or was this a suggestion by somebody?
No, I used to do it every day. Like I used to finish my chess practice in the evening and then do it for 1.5 hours and then come back and take rest.
Okay, personally, if you give me a choice between doing exercises and playing a sport, I would choose playing a physical sport, like let's say basketball. That way, I also have fun and also like I'm feeling fresh already after I do that. So for you, is that the same case, or you don't mind doing normal exercises?
No, I prefer going to the gym more actually because maybe I got used to it.
Ah, yes, that could be the reason too. Okay, and are you a bibliophile by any chance? Do you read a lot of books?
No,
Not really.
I read chess books, but not in like
Not the chess
general
books.
biography.
Okay, all right. And then there was a question. You have passed the rating 1900 already, quite long back. So, in your chess career, from 1900 to let's say to jump to 2200, what were some steps that you took personally that were the reasons behind your progress from 1900? This
Okay.
is also based on a question I received.
To be very honest, I don't remember anything, but I remember I used to play a lot of tournaments because that time it was K40 factor, so you could use it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true as well. I also want to make a point here because when new chess parents come to chess, like when they feel that children are doing really well, I think one of the key ingredients for parents is patience and also conscious effort to be engaged with the game. And in your case, your parents have been really supportive. Plus, I also know that your mother actually used to prepare some exercises for you, isn't it? Like she used to help
Yes.
you in your training process. Can you please elaborate on that so that even the chess parents are motivated to follow that path, or they can consider doing the same for their children?
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea because, like, when I was much more younger, then it was much more difficult to find positions and solve them without seeing the answers. Because if you go to the position, you might just see the answer image.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that way she has helped me a lot. And of course, coaches also helped me.
So can you like tell us specifically how did your mother, use that so that people know exactly what they are supposed to do?
Yeah, my mother used to like find positions. Let's say there's some tactics book. Let's say even a basic book which is with tactics. That also helps. You just see the positions and you just put it in chess base. And next day maybe Like I used to solve it in training mode, and then you check the answers. So that's how it worked.
Yes, so you are telling the story of the modern day world because you have computers and all. The reason I asked you to share that is because even in my case, when I was 10, my mother used to sit with the ASF magazines and she used to put the position for me and she used
Yes.
to check the answers physically because that time Chessmate and ASF magazines were two things that you could easily get in 2004 and others were like very expensive for us. So even in my case, my mother used to sit, she used to make some tea and then she used to give me time to solve and then she used to come back. So yes, it's good that you mentioned. I think the contribution of parents also plays a major role in shaping a chess career. All right. In this particular
Yes.
tournament, there was one very exciting game to watch for me while I was preparing for this interview, where your king and rook, they were going towards the king side, and your opponent already has a queen. So I want to bring that position up, and I
So
want
that
to
was,
know. Pardon?
yeah, that was a crazy game, which of
Yeah. So I
course
want to
I,
bring that game, but before that, is there any other game from this Italy event that you want to share, or shall I go to that game?
yeah, my second round game was also good. We can go to that game as well.
Okay,
I
let
don't
me go to
mind.
the second round game. You were white in that second round game. When I looked at it, it felt like you won very effortlessly, and with every move you're trying to tease your opponent, he doesn't have any
Yeah,
moves. Okay, here is your second round game where
yeah, that's the whole point of
so you are white. So please
it.
take us through that game. So this Queen F3 is a move that I have come across because I was playing Tamino with the black side a few years back. But not much was written about this when I looked at it. Now, what is the status? Is it popular?
No, not really. Like it's popular, but not that popular. Maybe 1,000 games maximum, not much.
Okay, so after Queen F3, I've observed that you really try to take your opponent off their known territory quite early. So in this move Queen F3, what was the turning point? Like where did you snatch that advantage?
I think here, okay, this is one. Yeah, I think from here it's already close to being winning.
Close to winning.
Like the knight is, yeah, I think so because the knight is too bad. That knight will never come back. If you want to play this line, you play h5 and then go back. Then at least the knight has more scope. But directly knight h6 is, I think, very
Mm-hmm.
bad. But here I just like my move, this move. Here b3
Oh.
because you want to get the bishop to c4.
Ah, okay.
And then at one point you threaten to take and then
And Queen B6?
something very similar happened. Okay.
Okay. So I am still wondering what exactly.
At one point, like at a particular,
Okay.
yeah,
So you were evaluating this position
like
as
yeah,
better for
later we
white.
can. Yeah, I thought even it's close to being winning if I get bishop c4.
Oh, but can black stop bishop c4? I don't think so. After
No,
g3.
he cannot. Yeah,
So he played g6, you played bishop c4, bishop g7, h4, d6, rook e1, d e5, f e5, rook d8, and you played h5. When I saw this game, I felt that you were having a blast playing this position because white's play is so comforting, but black's king,
yeah, and the pieces look so good.
yeah, bishop c6 happened. I think this was the turning point. After this, you're winning by force, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can say so. Yeah.
And then this, and then you played queen h4, and then you played queen h7. This reminds me of your another game where you played queen h4, queen h7 here, but in that game you played queen a5 and queen a2, like immediately winning. So here I did not
I
see
don't remember.
any.
Yeah, I would have.
Like there's no immediate way for black to fight or find counterplay. But there was one moment where I saw g5. I'll just show you that. Where I thought there was some move like g5. I'll show you that. I want to know what you think about g5. Not here. Not here. In this position. Instead of bishop c6, what about g5? Did you consider this move?
No, no. This is way beyond my consideration because it's really tough move. And even though if he plays this, I'm better.
Yeah, you
So
were winning a pawn. My
I
idea was to
didn't
play rook g8 and bishop f8.
really bother.
Yeah, position wise, you are better only. Then now
Yeah,
let
yeah,
me
sure. I
check.
think this is the best. Even if
Okay, now let me come to. So there's one question from the chat. What is your live rating right now?
I think it's 2592.
2592. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
inching closer towards 2600.
Yeah, for me, it actually does not make a much difference with 2592 or 2600. But yeah, it just feels good.
Okay, all right.
I just want to play more. Yeah.
So here, I want to know what is the mindset while you're playing, because let's say you are winning and then the game is, let's say, not winning anymore. There is a transition that happens in the mind. Even the body temperature changes sometimes based on.
This game actually yeah, this game had a story before the game, yeah, and even in between the game, I was like very ill. I had fever and I had a lot of weakness, so
Mm-hmm.
I was not able to play properly. My hands were shaking even while writing.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I just wanted to play a simple position out of the opening and exchange the queens and get a little risk.
Okay. And so was it like a normal fever or something more?
I don't know what it was. Like I never felt this much weakness before.
Okay.
And like before the last game also like no, this is before this game actually. It was the same case, but I luckily got a quick draw. My opponent made a quick draw. He was white.
In the Berlin
So I
draw.
had little bit more time. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So in this game, um, there was a point where you were. It felt like you were going to crash this rook endgame because advantage was great, but in this position, I think, this position, you played rook h4. Did you expect black to get a lot of counterplay with rook g4?
I was under time trouble. It could
Mm-hmm.
be the reason I missed G4. Like until and unless I had more time, I was able to calculate and play decently. And when I
Yeah.
had no time, my brain was totally.
Yeah, that's true. With less time on the clock, it's not easy. And what was the time control there? Did you get extra time after the 40th move? I think we lost you for a moment.
Slow. So I
Uh,
was missing them.
so can you
No,
please
no,
repeat
just
what
90
you
plus
just
tick
said,
back.
because we lost connection.
Yeah, I said there was no extra time. It was just 90 plus 30 throughout the game.
So there's no extra time. So you are playing on increment.
Yeah, but I enjoy this time control, but just in this game, I did not.
Okay. So yeah, I thought this was like technically winning, but you went rook h4 and the
Yeah, I
evaluation
saw the
changed.
winning line.
Oh, you saw it. Okay.
Yeah, I saw the full winning line, but rook h4, I thought he has to play rook h7, and okay, he has just no counter place, just play rook h4, yeah, and add like 3 minutes.
Ah, so here black found a resource with rook g4, and then to me it was not even clear who is winning, because there is this unclear position, and then the race begins. Both
Okay,
sides
this
are.
should be a
So you see, this is a
No,
draw.
this was a easy win actually. Not easy win, but there was a win here.
For white or black?
For white,
For
which
white.
was much more easy. Ah, okay, I remember the win. Like, okay, this is all correct. Here I should play h6.
Okay, I'll go king
I
c2.
think I think king c2 will cost you one more move. But okay, I don't think it matters. Okay.
I'll take.
b1 queen, rook b1, g5, king c2. Here this natural move, yeah, when you have no time, h7, king g7 just comes to your mind.
Yes.
But the win here is king h7 and then
Yes, Doretsky. I think there is something called change the captain or something. Change the leader. That's what Doretsky has written.
I don't know the term, but yeah, I know the scheme.
Yeah, so king
But
h7.
okay, funnily enough, I also did something like this in the game, but I missed king h7 there and I saw king h6 here. So
Okay, but what is the difference? I'm trying to understand. After king h6, if I go
the
rook.
difference is very big. Yeah, this is the problem. Rook d2 and now rook d6.
Ah, okay.
And I thought initially I thought rook b7 this and I can move my king to g7, but here's rook d7. And okay, this is an easy draw.
Oh, okay. Rook d7, b1 queen. So you are saying this is a draw based on the fact that you will be able to protect both the pawns, yeah?
Yeah, I think even only white can play. Black has to make the draw, but okay, it's a draw.
Okay. So here in the game he played g5, rook check. So what was going in, or maybe you did not have time to think about the evaluation, or did you know that position is somewhat equal or
Yeah, this position I knew it is a dead draw because I had got something very similar before. So I knew it was a dead draw and I was very frustrated as well. But as I said, I didn't have time and no energy. So I just wanted to play moves. So I just did that.
okay. So then eventually I think the evaluation changed after a few moves. Let me get there. Here.
Yeah, no, but practically speaking, here, like already if you get the king to e5, one second. Like then playing back your king to e4 or d4 is like very tough.
Yeah, this is not easy to play over the board. And king a6
If
also
you
looks
get your king
obvious.
here, you get
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
And after g6,
And this
unfortunately,
he blocks his own checks. This queen has blocked the check off from g8, yeah. So with this king, that's the problem.
oh, that's the point. So now if I go something like queen a1, you will just
Rook
play
f8.
queen. Yeah, it's not happening. There's no check after this. Queen check, you
Yeah,
get.
and with the king on d6, you had queen d5. That's the whole point.
So let me just show that. So here there is no check because the king is blocking your own check. But the king could have been somewhere else, then that would have given some scope for
Then
a
you
check.
had queen c4, queen c8, queen c3.
So here there's one variation I want to know really. Like, did you really see the difference after h6, king c2, and in this position, king c2, king h7? What if I do h7? Did you like check this after the game?
No, I saw this line in between the game.
Because this is a nice line, which is in fact losing for white after king f5.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, this is lost. Okay, so that was a
And
fun game. Yeah.
after the game, when I was walking back to my hotel, I realized that I missed this win.
Oh, so you have had such experience where you are thinking about the position while you're walking. Is
Yes.
that normal for you?
Yeah, like even when I'm playing, that's how I usually calculate. I don't sit much on the board.
Okay. I remember reading headlines many years back in World Juniors. Like there was an article about World Juniors in Pune, and there was a small photo of Nihal Sarin. So they had a caption that the boy who doesn't sit. So Nihal was somebody who used to like keep walking. But yes, you're also part of that. Okay. And Deepak, Raunak has just answered that he has a routine for fitness. He goes to gym. Just that during the event, there's no gym there, so he's not doing much. But otherwise, Raunak is somebody who goes to gym regularly. All right. Now coming to the next point. In this event, your final round, you needed a draw to win the tournament, right?
Was not clear. Like, what do I need? Because there was one other guy also on oh sorry, 6.5. If he would win, I would be second. But yeah, I just went there to play a game. Yeah, to play a fighting game.
And then you drew the game. And so, how was the feeling when you realized that you have won the tournament again? Because this is your second victory of the trip.
Yeah, I was 10 times refreshing chess results. Yeah, because it was not clear on tiebreak who's better.
Okay, all right. Then now let me come to some questions which a lot of players who watch your games on chess.com/events, or like whenever Bill was running also, we were keeping an eye on your events. So there are some things that is not really talked about, and it's usually only the players know, but not the spectators. So in this particular tournament, who was your toughest opponent that you played, the one that you won? So in your mind, who do you consider, like who did you consider as your toughest opponent?
Nobody in this tournament.
So you just went and played your game,
I,
did not consider that.
yeah, usually it's not like this. I don't think I have any toughest opponents or something.
Okay, so recently when I was writing this article for article about Chessable event that took place, I came across the interview of Wesley So where he mentioned that if things are working for him on day one, he will keep that ritual and routine for day two. Do you also do something similar?
Yeah, I always do this. If something works, that works. I just keep it. I don't change it.
Okay, and was there anything special you did for this event when compared to the other events that you played prior to the Italy one?
No.
This was normal.
Yeah.
And when you played two back to, I mean, in India, I have had experience of playing three back-to-back events, and usually in train is when I get time, or when you're about to board a flight, is you get time to like check what exactly you did wrong in the previous event. So here, though, you have been playing for a really long time from back-to-back events. So how did you recover from the previous event and picked up the lessons? Like in that short period, what is the process you followed? Did you rely on a coach? Did you rely on your own self? Did you check with engine? What is the process?
No, I just played one bad tournament and there I knew like, okay, I got tilted. So that's all. I didn't really bother to check anything. I just wanted to go and play. I was not wondering also like what
Okay.
went.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you just kept playing, and so tell us about that one bad tournament, because this is very common in the chess field where you have a bad event and there's immediately another event coming with very less time to recover. What did you do in
Yeah.
that stage?
I was just watching movies. I didn't even check my games.
Oh, okay. So you have any favorite movies that you wish to share that gave you a lot of comfort in those times?
I don't remember at that time what I watched whole period.
Okay, for me it's always Badshah. Oh, sometimes I watch. Have you watched that movie of Shah Rukh Khan?
I did, but I don't remember now. I
Oh,
did it like 1.5 years back.
okay. So if there was a Guinness Book of World Record for, a record number of watching, then I would win it because I would beat everybody in the world. Oh, that's a movie I will watch whenever I can. All right, coming back to your chess, who would you like to dedicate these performances to, the events that you won?
Uh, my sponsor also, Microsense Networks, my coach, Surya Ganguly, and of course my mother who took care of everything. And yeah, that's it.
Okay,
And West Bridge as well,
Westbridge, yes. So tell us a
because I
little bit
got a lot of
about.
coach.
So tell us a little bit about that. I don't want you to give away everything, but how does it feel to be trained under legends?
Yeah, of course, I was very happy when I got selected for it. One of the happiest things. Yeah, and you also get to learn a lot because you get Vishish's experiences as well. So, yeah, and the other coaches there also are very experienced and very strong. So
Yes. Yeah, that's something which cannot be also explained in words. You are in that aura with such legends. You are by default motivated. Okay, now coming to your other victories, can you tell us a little about your victory in the Austrian event? I have
yeah.
your games from that event. So, which game do you want to take a look at? I think in every tournament you almost gain rating, right? In almost every events that you
Aus-
play. Let me check.
Student event, you mean this Sand Tweet Open, yeah?
Yes, for that particular event, I would want you to paste the pigeon of the game
Hello?
that you would want to watch, that you would want us to see. So any game that you
Actually, I
like.
could not hear anything. I
Okay,
think
I'll
it got
repeat.
disturbed.
So the event that you won in Austria, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you have any games that you want to share in particular, please paste the pigeon. So would like to check those.
Austria. Actually, in Austria, I was just playing for fun.
But you won it, right? You won the
Yeah,
event.
yeah, I won it, but okay, it was not so difficult. I didn't have any particular good game there. Like I played decently. Yeah, my opponents were weak. So
Okay. All right. Then you are also part of the Junior Speed Chess Championship. You won against
yes.
Christopher. So I want to ask, is there any distinction between the preparation you do for junior speed chess matches and the classical matches, the over the board events?
Not really. I played like normally JSCC is also like kind of fun, so I just played. I don't think anything about it.
Uh-huh. So do you know your next round opponent in the junior
Yeah,
speed chess?
yeah, it's Parham Maksudlu.
So what are your thoughts about that particular matchup?
It's definitely not going to be easy. He's a strong opponent, but I think I can fight him. It's not that difficult as well.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, Param Maksulu, I've observed is very good with comebacks. So I've seen him like win a lot of games back to
Yes.
back. So yeah, you have to be careful, and I'm sure you will use all your secret openings against him and do your best. Do you have already got? Have you already got a schedule for that patch? Not yet.
No, first they have to complete the quarter-final last match, yeah, Nihal versus Tabatabai. So after
That's
that,
happening
but
on
I think
August
in
30th.
this month it's not happening. I think because I cannot play in this month. I just don't have good internet. To play.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So August 30th is Nihal's match, and after that we will
Oh,
get to know then. Yeah, yeah, that's inside news. Okay, then you played this event in Portugal, the league event, and it was a team event. So, how was your experience playing in the team event, and have you played in team competitions before?
I played Bangladesh League this year,
Mm-hmm.
where my team finished first.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a little bit experience.
So, in your team that you played for in Bangladesh League, who were the team members?
Me, Surya, uh, Rahman Ziar, Abdullah Rakib, and Mohammad Fahd Rahman. So they need like two local players and two foreigners.
Ah, okay. And in the Portugal league that you played, did you exchange strategies or exchange some ideas prior to the games, or was this like they left it all up to you? You can decide your openings and so on.
Yeah, you decide your openings and you just play the way you want to. It's also not like you have to take a draw, then you have to take a draw. It's your wish if you want.
Uh-huh, okay. So the events that you have played, I've put it here. You played the BL Open, you played the event in Austria, you played the Portuguese, and then you played the Silver Lake Open Serbia. Of all these games that you have played in the classical over the board matches, is there one game that you feel that must be shown to everybody?
Okay. I would have to open my folder with 60 games.
Yeah. So I have your games from Silver Lake and the Open GM tournament that you played prior to that, and then
Yeah, yeah.
Serbia Open.
Yes. I'm trying to find that game.
Mm-hmm.
Which game should that be? I think my game against Safari is quite interesting.
Okay, you were white or black?
I was white.
So Safari, let's see. Ah, okay. So this was the second round of the event where you played the Queen D3 in Taimanov.
Yes.
Okay, I have the game here. So please share your thoughts on that game and did you expect your opponent to go for Taimanov and any critical moment or what makes this game special?
Yeah. Till here I knew like okay, I'm sure I know one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Queen
Yeah,
D.
I didn't know knight f6 because they usually play d5 or rook b8.
D5.
Knight f6 was new for me. Yeah.
Yeah, D5 or Rook B8. Rook B8 is aimed against the bishop on C1, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they played D5 or Rook B8, but he played Knight F6. So when he played Knight F6, what is the time you took to play E5? Do you remember the time you took to decide on that move?
Yeah, not much because I thought like d5 they were playing. Then it was better. Knight f6 I didn't see a game, so I thought the reason should be e5. So I just played e5.
Ah, okay. So in this position, if black plays D5, how do you usually continue? Bishop D3,
No, g4.
G4, and then if Knight F6,
Yeah, g5.
ah, so you play this way. But your opponent played Knight F6
Yeah, there
directly.
was a Karyakin game here.
Oh, this was played
Yeah.
in the game? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Karyakin and Durkin in Candidates 2014.
Okay, that is a game I am not aware of. Okay. And then he played Knight F6, so you immediately played E5. And
Yeah.
after Knight D5, you played Knight E4. Now, this move I can understand. Yeah, this is okay. Now you are going to play C4 next, is it?
Yes.
But he played C5 and then you played A3 because you want to play C4.
Yeah, right.
The knight is coming here. Okay. Bishop B7. You played Knight D6 check. So during the game,
Yeah.
how was the feeling? Did you feel that you are already better in this position?
Uh, like okay, I thought I was better because of two bishops, But I was still like, okay, not that much. But I thought this has to be better because otherwise knight f6 would have been there in my preparation.
Uh-huh.
So I was mostly playing with logic.
Okay. Just a quick question. There is a question from Vatsal Singh is asking, which is the best looking trophy that you won according to you?
In this tournament.
Ah, the one that's in the thumbnail.
What's the thumbnail? I don't know. One second.
It's the last one that you won, like the tournament in Italy.
Yeah, that was a good looking. Yeah, this is a good looking trophy. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you played knight d6, bishop d6, e d6, f5,
Yeah.
and then c4 happened, knight f6. So here's a question.
Now he wanted some knight e4,
Okay. He wanted knight. So that is the reason you
and
played
knight
f3.
e4 was not a big deal, but yeah, still you should prevent it if you can. Yeah, and you close this bishop as well.
Yeah, and then this bishop is also free to move. So do you write
Yeah.
down the time that you spend on each move on your score sheet?
No, I don't.
Not really. So do you like keep
Uh,
track of how
I
much time you have after the 20 moves have been made?
no, I usually don't like to keep record of this.
Okay, all right. Coming back to the game, so what was the next critical moment where you increased your advantage or when the evaluation changed?
Mm, not really sure, but f3, king f7.
Mm-hmm.
Like my idea was to go bishop f4, bishop e5.
Bishop what? Bishop e3. Okay, okay.
Like instead of king f7, if you would play, let's say a5, I would play bishop f4,
Mm-hmm.
a4, and bishop e5.
Okay.
And now I have like a blockade here. This knight is out of the game, and I wanted to press this position. Now, if black wants to do something, he should just play this and sit, yeah? Try and hope it's a fortress, and if not, he's lost.
And
So
you are not
that's why
going
my
to
opponent played
take.
king f7.
Okay, okay. So what is your plan as white after king f7?
I didn't see a plan in the game, but I thought there will be something with everything open. So I would just play bishop d3, long castle, double on the edge. And
Huh.
I thought, okay, I will find something.
Okay, so I thought maybe with the help of some pawn break you could hope for some increasing your advantage, something like b3, so that a pawn becomes a passer.
In the end game, yeah, when there are no rooks, then that's of course the biggest plan.
Yeah. So in the game he did not go for a5. He went king f7, and then after bishop e3, rook
Now,
c8.
now he's preventing it because bishop f4 e4. Yeah. And I played b4 here, yeah. Now I want it to be concrete.
b4, and then cb4, ab4, e5. You have c5. Okay. So he gave up the
Even I
pawn.
can go with the bishop to b6. Yeah, but it makes sense
Uh-huh.
because he's hoping for a fortress.
Okay.
Okay.
So after e5, you played b takes c5.
So I played bc5 here, which
Mhm.
is the best one. Yeah, because if I take with the bishop, he has a5.
a5, and now if the rook goes to b1,
Then ab4, and maybe rook a2, and the counter plays too much. Then e4.
okay. But after
So that
e5,
was the
you
point.
just took the pawn on c5. and
Yeah.
he played e4, and then you're just keeping the position very close. You play bishop e2, not reacting to that pawn break, and he took ef3, gf3, bishop c6,
Yeah.
king f2. Did you play king f2? No, you played rook b1 first, okay, and then you played king
Yeah, and
f3.
here actually I wanted to play the best move, but then I thought, okay, it does not make much difference. Like my initial idea was to play this and
Okay.
keep both the rooks. But then I thought, okay, even if I play king f2, rook b8 and exchange one rook, still I'm better. But that turned out to be a bad idea. Because now rook b6 is knight g4 and game over.
Ooh,
Not maybe not game over, but okay, still.
means the advantage is no longer there. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, I thought bishop d3. I saw all this, like, and I thought, okay, he will exchange one rook, and what will he achieve? But then I understood that he might have a fortress with one rook, but with two rooks, the fortress was not there.
Uh-huh. So bishop d3
So yeah,
happened, g6. Then you put
so he
bishop to
played
d4.
this. And now
H.
I again have to find something. Yeah, now it's already equal again. So again, I have to fight for my advantage
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm
because he
I'm
plays
trying to
a4 and it. Yeah.
a4 and equal. Okay. I'm trying to figure out like how can white win in this position? If I exchange the
Yeah,
rooks,
exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, if you exchange the rooks, I think even black can try maybe at one point.
yeah, because black has this ability to,
Because my pawns are
yeah,
yeah.
your pawns are stuck here. Okay. So let me go.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's come back. So after this,
I need
pardon?
to keep the rook.
So you kept the rooks.
Choice.
I think you're back now. I can hear you now.
Moving around. Yeah, here I was time. So I was just moving. Okay. Yeah, my internet is bad, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So now you are
It's
back.
bad.
So you were saying that you were moving around, still trying to figure out a way to break through in this position. So did you finally manage to break through, or was it because your opponent made a blunder? Like, how did you win?
Like okay, we can check it, yeah.
Yes.
He got everything. He played all this perfectly. Knight to h7, f8, e6. This is a draw now for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I'm moving around. And
Mm-hmm.
here, this was a big mistake. Not objectively, but practically.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, I at least got my rook back. So
Ah.
if he would play something like this, I don't think I win. There's no way I win.
So to explain it specifically, why the rook cannot come back is because the bishop is protecting the pawn. If the bishop moves, the knight hangs, and the rook is covering this square, the bishop is covering this square and this
Yeah.
square. So it's not really coming at all. It's a rare case. The rook on b6 is
Yeah.
feeling stuck. Okay, and then
Yes. And then okay, still it's not a big deal. But now I'm attacking this pawn. So he played knight b3.
mm-hmm.
Takes, takes. Here actually he thought maybe this would be an easy draw, but I think this is already winning for me because he played this. I saw all this, and from here I saw the winning plan, which is basically what I did. Get the king to b3. Now, not to allow him here, cut him,
Oh, one moment, one moment. Is
then go king
G5 not
c2.
working?
Yeah.
Like here, instead of
No, I
bone.
saw that.
Okay, I'm trying to trick you. G5, F, G5, F4, GF4, H4.
And bishop b1. Yeah.
Ah, okay, you're not able
And
to
it's
get
too
that.
many pawns.
Correct, correct. There's just one
So, okay,
trap.
that's why he played bishop. And here I played king c2, yeah, and again I am keeping this bishop e1. So that's the whole point.
Oh, not obstructing the bishop with your king.
Yeah. So we played bishop c6. I played king d3, getting the king now.
Mm-hmm.
And he played king f7. And now I play bishop d8. Now I'll cut him from the other side and then get with my
No
king.
counterplay at all.
Yeah. And now okay for a5. And he's just zugzwang. He has no moves. King
Which,
moves, I'll push c6. Otherwise, king d5.
wow. This I had not seen. Thank you for showing this. Zug Zwang in opposite color bishop endgame. Rare occurrence these days to get a Zug Zwang, but pretty cool, no? You got a Zug Zwang.
Yes.
Okay, so this was a nice game, and beating Eltar Safarli is not an easy task. He's very his
Yeah.
repertoire is wide and he's very aggressive as a player. So
Yes.
in this trip, what is the game that you consider as lucky escape? Was there anything like that?
There has to be.
Of course, we can
Lucky.
understand that when you're in time trouble, there are many positions where the evaluation can keep changing. But anything that you found miraculously lucky,
Uh,
because in Title Tuesday I
Second,
have
let me.
seen many such moments.
Yeah, I think this more occurs in blitz. Yeah, in classical, it's very rare.
Yeah.
But okay, I of course might have got lucky in many positions, but it was not that worse. Or yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
And
against Sethu was a very lucky escape. Yeah.
against Setu, which tournament?
BL.
You were which color?
I was black.
You were black. So Seturaman. Mm, yeah. Okay. You were black. And which moment do you think was the moment very scary for you? Like, I have the game in front of me. You were playing black in this game.
Yeah.
So, like, was he very close to a win?
No, it was lost, dead lost. But I played very good at one till one point. Brilliantly, I played like I equalized his preparation.
Uh huh. I have had a similar
Yeah,
game.
like
Oh, this is exactly my game.
oh really?
Bishop d6. Ah, okay, not knight h5, not this road. But I played a game in this line against
Yeah.
and against a GM from Austria. So it's there in the base. You can
Oh.
check later.
Yeah, I see 11 games with Rook F8 here,
Rook f e8.
and only one game with Knight H5, but it's online thing, yeah. So
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Knight h5. So this is your over the board or you had prepared this?
Yeah, I was over the board and Setu knew till like Knight A4.
He knew till knight a4. Okay. And so where did you have this moment of escape in this game?
Okay. Till here it's just such a dead draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Here, if I play rook b3, this has to be a dead draw. Like, not fully dead, but surely a draw.
Okay.
I played this bad move.
You played h5. Okay. And now it's no
This
longer.
position is already lost. But
Yeah, because white is way ahead in the race with 2 pawns already before a3.
yeah, but okay, it's still not that easy with time trouble. But here, actually, it's equal.
Okay.
But uh, this was a blunder. King
King
e6.
e6.
I should go king d7, just get closer to the pawn.
King e6, is that knight b5?
No, like a7, king e5, and here he should just play like, okay, knight a4 also wins, knight a2 also wins,
Ah.
and okay, this is dead lost. So he played this, and here he played a hand move, yeah, king f2. If he plays knight b6, knight d7, king b5, knight f6, this is just lost. Knight f7 and knight g5.
Okay, both the pawns will be lost. So, but king f2, what is
But he
wrong with
played,
it?
yeah, f5. Now he does not have that option to win the pawn.
Oh. Okay,
So
a8
he
queen.
had to, yeah, and from here I saw till the draw.
Really? What's the draw? King e5. I thought it should be lost. Okay. You're reaching f8.
Yeah,
One
luckily on
tempo.
time. Yeah,
Chess is a story of, or let's say, tragedy of one tempo.
yeah,
So just in time.
yeah.
So this is what happened in the game, yeah? No.
This is what happened, yeah.
So what happened? Oh. Yes, I think
And draw.
you're right. So this was exactly the kind of question I had, and the answer was perfect. This was very close to a losing position, and then changing things. Okay. So Raunak, I enjoyed my time with you here, and I hope you also liked being on the show today. Do you have any
Yeah.
final thoughts to share about your performance of this entire trip?
Uh, Not really. I've played good chess till now, and I hope I can continue it further. And yeah,
Okay.
play better chess.
And do you have any specific tournaments coming up in the next few weeks or months?
Maybe I will play Sharjah in the next month, but I'm not sure because I am not vaccinated, and to play Sharjah, you need to be vaccinated. So if I can get vaccinated, then there is a chance, but for now, I don't know.
Okay, so there's a chance that you might return to India soon.
Yes, there is a chance.
Okay, all right. And I would like to thank you for coming here and showing us your games,
Yeah.
answering all the questions that I put, and also solving those positions. Not really shying away from that as well. Um, and I'm just seeing if there is any other question. So there is one question. I think it's an appropriate one. Who is your best friend in the chess community? This is by Alpha.
I think it's Arjun Erikasi and Nihal Sarin.
Arjun and Nihal. Is it because you have spent more time with them, or there are? That's the reason. Yeah,
Yeah, of
you
course.
spend more time. Okay, all right. And what's the plan tonight? Celebration dinner? Did you celebrate your victory?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, today I'll just rest.
You will rest. Okay. So thank you very much, Ronak. Thanks to your sponsors and all your supporters who made sure that you played all these events. And kudos to your mother. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much. I hope you liked
Thank you.
the experience of being here.
Yes,
And
thank you.
I'll probably see you in Title Tuesday again.
I hope, yeah, because the net is not good. Otherwise, I would definitely play, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Today is just Wednesday, so Title Tuesday is like still far.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know about the net. Yeah, if net works, I play.
Okay. Alright then, rest well. You deserve it. And I wish you all the best in all your future tournaments.
Thank you.
Okay then, bye.
Bye.